Hey everybody, NES Evolution here, just doing another pickup video. Feeling good. It's Easter. Today's Easter, so feeling pretty good. Fun time with the family and stuff. Didn't do no pickups, didn't go out game chasing today. Normally I always go to a game store and trade and stuff, but because today was Easter, didn't do it. But I did get something the other day that was really good for trade. I got a bunch of stuff for trade. I'll show you that just because I'm going to be getting rid of it, but just show you some stuff I picked up for trade. Game Boy Pocket and Mario. Picked up that. Got it both for $10. And they're both in good shape, so got that for trade. I picked up a Game Boy Advance game. Some chicken game, I don't know. I got paid $1 for it. Couple of Rock Band games for trade. No, I didn't pay very much for any of this stuff. A couple more 360 games. Then I got a stack of Xbox games. I'm not really going to pay too much attention to them. But they're, like I said, it's all trade. And like I said, if I didn't pay too much for it, and if I can get, I always want to get more than what I paid, of course, for credit. But if I get close to it, like, let's say if I paid, I'm going to throw a number out there. Let's say if I paid $10 for that whole big stack of games. If I get like 15 or 18 in store credit, that would be very happy with that. I think $2 a game is fair for store credit. I mean, I probably wouldn't get that much. Like the guy I go to, he'll do the whole stack for store credit. Like, he won't look at like one game and say, unless the game is worth money, and then we'll work out a better store credit. But we want to take a stack of original Xbox games. If it's nothing special, then he'll just say, hey, $10 for that stack or whatever. So, but now let's get to the stuff that actually I'm keeping. I'll start with, I got a couple of toys that are really cool, actually high quality toys. I wasn't leaving them in the box, but man, I wanted to open them and just look at them and stuff and put them together. So, first up is one of my favorite movies of all time, and Creatures, Predator. His helmet does not come off, his mask, but he's basically, he's got the cannon, it moves. His claws can go in and out. I can't really show you. But yeah, no, his claws go in and out. That's actually extended. But yeah, he's very detailed. Looks great. But yeah, very cool. Good size. Comes with like some kind of weird staff type weapon. And a laser gun, I think. Next up is kind of a companion to that. Whoops. It is, oh shoot, thumb's in the way. Haha. It is Dutch from Predator. Arnold Schwarzenegger's title character. But it is the Heat Vision version of him. Like, the Predator's looking at him straight on, he sees the heat of his body, and that's what the Predator sees. So it's pretty cool. I like it a lot, actually. I think it's really cool. But yeah, so I got that too. So that's pretty cool. Next up, this is starting with the games. First up is not a game, but a controller. GameCube controller. Haha. Got it for $10. Wow, that's the best deal I've had on a game controller in a while. So, I'm used to paying. I see them 15. I've seen them as high as 20. They're getting harder to find. And the games I didn't get no GameCube games, but just a controller. I got 64. I got Extreme G. NBA Live 2000, and Dr. Mario 64. Next up is NES, and I've been looking for one of these for a while, but I've always seen them for 10 or 15 bucks, and I didn't want to pay that. I thought I could find them cheaper at a garage sale or something, but I ended up finding this one, and I had used my store credit. He had 15 on it. I ended up getting it for 10, but it is complete in box. NES 4-score, so I can play 4. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Complete in box. Box is not in bad shape. I mean, it has some dings and stuff, but really not in bad shape. But yeah, so I got it with my store credit, and yeah, it's complete. It's pretty sweet. He actually had NES games that I didn't have, which is always a great thing. So yeah, and Wild Gunman, game I've never actually played before. Breakthrough. They told me this was a really good game, and it really wasn't worth it. It's really not a cheap. It's a very cheap game in common, but I've never seen it before actually. Clash at Demon Head. Pretty good game, I've heard. Next up is Arcasta Ring. I don't even know how to say that, but yeah. So didn't have that one. This one, next one, when I saw it, I knew I had to have it because I don't see them like this that often. Impossible Mission 2. Look at it. That label. Wow. So that's pretty cool. Definitely. Next up is Sega stuff. We have Hard Driving, complete in box Tengen game for Sega Genesis. Lotus 2, complete in box for Sega Genesis. Got each of those games at a store I love to go to called Second Chance. $1.99. I mean, you can't beat a complete in box game for $1.99 for Sega Genesis. And then we also I got it from the same place, paid a little bit more than $1.99, but Dynamite Duke, complete in box. Never played it, looking forward to it. This is a game I got with store credit along with a 4-score. I think he had $17.99 on it or something. I got it for, I think, $9. But a game every time I go in there, I always looked at it because I am a big fan of wrestling. And this has a lot of characters in it from the early 90s. And it's called Rage in the Cage. And it has a lot of 90s wrestlers in it. And it's for Sega CD, which is pretty cool. It's, yeah, you got Kamala, Reza, Ramon, Macho Man, Lex Luger, Nasty Boys, Big Boss Man, Tatanka, Undertaker. I mean, this is Mr. Perfect. I mean, this is the who's who of Yokozuna. It's the who's who of a bunch of guys. I mean, this has to be one of the biggest rosters at the time on a wrestling game, for sure. I mean, like 20 guys on this roster. That's huge for a video game. Normally they were like, 10 or 12 maybe. So, but yeah, so that's all the stuff I got this week. Yeah, I'm going next Sunday or Saturday. Well, not Saturday. Next Sunday, definitely going to the game store and trading in those games, plus whatever else, and that Game Boy. Maybe a couple other things. I'm really kind of thinning out my other collections. I really kind of hit the road running on this whole game chasing thing, and I really like it still. But I'm cutting back on some of my other collections, trading in stuff, getting rid of some stuff. But I mean, not getting rid of any NES, any Sega Genesis stuff, any GameCube. I've kind of really focused on GameCube 2 and 64. So yeah, I love all that. Yeah. PS1 I could care less about. Xbox, original Xbox I could care less about. So yeah, any of that stuff. But yeah, go check out the One Up Gamer. Check him out. Hopefully he can put a new video up, but I don't know. Oh man, sweet boxes. Bye. NES Evolution. Signing off.